fifth word is a simple word, 3 letters, ask. It's amazing to me how many people simply will not ask for what they want or need. Sometimes they feel selfish for asking for what they want or need. Sometimes they're embarrassed. Sometimes it's pride or ego that keeps them from asking. They don't want to look dumb or stupid or weak or show fear, or they're afraid that they will be judged negatively. Sometimes they don't want to impose. When you find out about a struggle that someone's going through, don't you feel empathy or sympathy towards them? Do you like them less? Of course not. In fact, you care more about them, especially when you learn of the hardship or trial that they're going through. So when somebody asks for help, we feel okay about that, don't we? Asking is an important and a smart thing to do. It can get what you want sooner, and it shortens your learning curve. Duh. If you don't know how to do something, ask. It'll shorten your learning curve. Asking can help you avoid many of life's deeper potholes or dead ends. So the 6th word is decide. Crucial word, decide. Sitting on the fence is not only uncomfortable, but if you stay there too long, it begins to hurt your backside just as well. Should I or shouldn't I? What should I do? I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Indecision is harmful to your happiness and can prolong the pain. Take action. Decide to get down off that fence. But before deciding to get down, or which side to get down on, you got to seek help and informed advice from somebody that knows, so you can get clear on your choices. Be informed. Then make a decision. Indecision is an awful place to be. It's okay to be there for a little while, but not day in, day out, month after month. All action taken, I don't care what it is as a direct result of a decision you made. Some people are afraid to make a decision because they aren't sure of the outcome. Well, nobody has a crystal ball. Deciding to postpone or refusing to make a decision is still a decision. Better that you have a mentor teaching you so that your decision is at least informed and you're a lot more knowledgeable, and so the risks are considerably less. Some decisions must be revisited once you've decided. So you got to redecide to make a course of action or take a course of action. Redecide, that's a word I invented. Once you've decided on a plan of action, doubts can rise like, oh man, was that the right choice? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know, it's getting to be more expensive than I thought. So to keep you from waving back and forth on whether you should or should not do it, redecide it again. Unless new information comes in that says, hey, this is just crazy, we got to can this thing, it's not going to work. But if you're not getting that kind of feedback and you're having self-doubt or doubt at all, just simply redecide. If you experience obstacles that are too big to overcome, you simply redecide to go for it again, because it is a core desire. I decided to do this and I'm going to redecide it. Unless something comes up that just changes your mind, you decide it's not a core desire, redecide and do it differently based on, in part, on what you've learned doesn't work. Now the 7th word, hey, this is a big one. This stops a lot of things. It's called risk. The 7th word is risk. So you're looking at your situation, you're trying to figure out what needs to change, and you find that you're not taking action, you're not moving forward because there's huge risk involved, or too much risk involved for your safety. The fear of taking risk nips many good ideas in the bud. Hey, that's a great idea, but what if I lose my money? What if people say no? What if they reject me? This idea of risk is the killer of many hopes and dreams. Oh my gosh, I hate to see that happen. To venture out on a new path, you have to take risk. That's just a fact of life. You take a risk just getting out of bed. Fear of risk keeps men and women from opening up their hearts to each other or even to their spouse. Because of the perceived risk involved, many people will not be open and honest. They will not ask for what they want because they're afraid. The risk is too risky. They're afraid what will happen. They'll look stupid, feel bad. They don't want to be truthful. There's a risk. They will not embark on a new path, even though it leads to a wonderful place. They study, they analyze, they got analysis paralysis. They wait for the perfect time before they take action. They just won't decide. They want security. Fear of risks debilitates. It stops you. The person who risks little risk, cannot grow. They cannot have all this life has to offer. To live life at its fullest is to automatically risk. Just a fact of life. If it's a core desire, you'll face the risk anyway, willingly. That doesn't mean it's not scary. That doesn't mean it's not risky. And I'm not saying go jump off cliffs with a parachute. There are people to do that. Don't be a base jumper. I wouldn't do that because it's too risky. However, I will take a lot of risk in business. I will take risk in opening up my mouth and helping people and reaching out just in case they need to hear what I have to say. Now let's talk about the phrases. I talked earlier about the one being open and honest. What about this phrase? This is the phrase that's going to help you become a master achiever. In fact, it's crucial. You must be willing to grow. That's the phrase. Be willing to grow. If you're unwilling to grow, you will continue to experience whatever life currently is bringing you away, but you won't grow. Being willing to become all that's in you to become, in fact, being anxious to change and being willing to change, to trust and risk and create opportunity where it did not before exist. If you're willing to grow and become more and have more, I can assure you that you will have more joy, more happiness, more peace, more money, anything that matters to you. When faced with a problem or obstacle or a desire to change, ask yourself, am I willing to grow? What's the truth here? What needs to change in order for me to get that? What are my choices? Seek out a mentor. He or she will give you that information. If you don't know, ask someone. Then evaluate the risk and decide to follow. And when doubts come up, redecide.